Hi, I'm Gilbert Bravo. Today we live in a world filled with environmental problems. One of these problems is the amount of CO2 is released into the atmosphere by these bottle factories.
Bottle companies emit 3 tons of carbon dioxide for every ton of plastic bottles they produce. In 2010 alone, 225 million tons of plastic bottles were made, and 825 million tons of carbon dioxide were released in our atmosphere.
The problem is they are carbon sources. They only emit CO2. They don't help to remove any of it.
1.8 billion Coca-Cola bottles are sold in a day. The Coca-Cola company produces 657 billion Coca-Cola bottles in a year. The Coca-Cola company emits 231 tons of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere every day.
Carbon emissions are expected to rise 1.5% by the year 2020. Carbon dioxide accounts for 80% of the greenhouse gases that are emitted into the atmosphere.
So why is the amount of carbon dioxide which released by these companies in the problem? So carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas.
Greenhouse gas is a gas that sits in the atmosphere and causes the earth to heat up. This only becomes a problem when there is more greenhouse gases than there are carbon sinks. That causes climate change.
A carbon sink is something that takes in carbon. Trees are an example of a carbon sink. A 40-year-old tree can take in 48 pounds of carbon each year. But sadly, due to deforestation, the population of trees has decreased tremendously. Nowadays, the carbon that is not absorbed by trees is released into the atmosphere.
The huge amount of CO2 being released affects our daily lives. One of the problems that occurs is the hole in our ozone layer. This is very dangerous because it allows the rays from the sun to enter our atmosphere. This causes climate change because it heats up our earth.
Climate change has led to a drought in California, the increase of hurricanes, floods, and so much more.
One of the problems is the melting of the snow in the poles. This causes the ocean level to rise each year. Every September, the ice melts 13.3%, which will cause more floods in the future.
So what can we do? Humans are the main cause of climate change, so we have the responsibility to try to fix this problem. We can recycle. Recycling is a way to help climate change because we're having the bottle factories not produce as much more new material.
Recycling could help the whole entire world with the dangers of climate change.
The more we recycle, the less carbon dioxide is released by the bottle factories.
We could also use reusable bottles. Reusable bottles are much more eco-friendly.
Also, besides recycling, as a nation we need to create bottle bills for each state. Bottle bills will encourage people to recycle.
Currently, 10 out of 50 states have bottle bills. Bottle bills is another way of saying container deposit. A container deposit law requires a minimum deposit on beer, soft drinks, and other beverage containers.
So basically, when you buy a plastic bottle, you usually pay 5 to 10 cents. But when you recycle them, you get this deposit back, so it gives you a reason to recycle.
Bottle factories often oppose bottle bills, and they actually spend lots of money to try to persuade the people in power in order to get them to not be there. This is a huge reason why most people don't recycle, and if we had these bottle bills, then it can increase recycling rates immensely.
Use reusable water bottles, and when you reduce, reuse, or recycle, post a picture using #recycle.
All you need to change the world is you.
Me.
Us.
Sparks, starts a fire.